Hello and welcome to the channel. Last episode we was travelling through Route 3 and we beat all sorts of trainers, and we actually managed to add to our team with a male Nidoran and a female Magikarp that we bought from the weird guy in the Pokemon Center for $500 for a Magikarp. I bought him because, I bought her as a female Magikarp. As you can see there, I bought the female Magikarp because I'm not sure when you get the old rod. I think it's pretty late in this game, and that's the only water Pokemon available at this stage of the game, other than Squirtle, which we didn't get. We started with Charmander, obviously. So if you didn't watch any of the last episodes, all you have to do is click on the fox icon in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and that will take you to my channel. So you can feel free to check out the other videos for this series. It is every Friday a weekly series that I upload a video for this. Although when we run into a Clefairy, the first Pokemon we run into is a Clefairy. I thought they were the rarest Pokemon in the cave, to be honest. Try and use Nidoran against it, see how well Nidoran does. As I was saying, on the channel there's this series, and I've also got another series I run every Thursday, which is a retro gaming series, and I play different games each week. I've played Sega titles, I've played Nintendo titles, I've played PlayStation titles, and last week actually was the Project 64 emulator, and we played Pokemon Stadium. So I think it's safe to assume you're a fan of Pokemon if you're watching this video. So if you are, go and check out those videos as well if you're interested in retro gaming. That's every week, as I said, on a Thursday. I called it Throwback Thursday, and last week was Pokemon Stadium, so go and check that out if you want. That'd be good. And I'm not one for begging for likes and subscribes, but it would help, it would be nice, obviously. So there's two series I've got going every week. And I've also got some PlayStation 4 videos, such as GTA 5 online and some FIFA 16 videos. So if you're interested in any of that, just feel free to go and check out my channel. And any suggestions, any requests are always appreciated and welcomed on any games to play for the series. I'm thinking about uploading 2 of these videos a week as well to help it go a bit faster. To take on Bugcatcher Kent, I'm also upping it to 20 minutes instead of 15 minutes because that's more of the episode length, or the time of an episode is about 20 minutes. So to try and get through it, this is going to be another 20-minute episode, whereas last week it was 27 minutes. I went over a bit with that one, so just to sort of even it out, I'm going to do this one 20 minutes and hopefully keep them all about the same sort of length in future. Pidgey should be able to deal with this Weedle pretty easily with Gust. Super effective move. As well, I'm actually recording this post gameplay, recording the narration after the game's been recorded, because I find it easier that way, to be honest. It's a lot easier to record the narration whilst watching the video back, I find. Also, I'm having trouble with getting Audacity to work in Movie Maker, so I'm actually using VSDC free video editor now. I'm still recording in Audacity, but I think it just works out a lot better afterwards. I know you don't get the same sort of reactions whilst playing the game, but I think for this, I think for this Pokemon playthrough, I think this is the better way to do it. So I can talk about all kinds of things as well. There's a Zubat. I actually thought being as there's a lot of Zubats in these caves, I thought Zubats would be able to avoid trainers with a sonar on supersonic. I thought they'd be able to avoid trainers rather than flying into them all the time. Waiting for your friends in a cave. I wouldn't be waiting for my friends, especially dressed like that, in a cave. Level 14 for fairy. That could be tough. I'll have to use Charmander, I think, yeah. Yep, Charmander. Dun, dun. Venturing through Mount Moon, it's actually a lot larger than I remember it to be honest. I thought it was only a small little thing. I remember it being very different, to be honest. Unless that was Heart Gold. And as I've mentioned before in previous episodes, that I wanted to get the original red version from the Nintendo eShop. I want to be getting that so I can put all my original Pokemon, because you can transfer them from that through Pokemon Bank into Pokemon Sun and Moon for when they come out. So I want to be getting some of my favourite Pokemon from this generation and putting them onto that, which will be really good, and they'll be fully legitimate to use in game. And I have mentioned before as well that I do play some of the 3DS games. I personally have got X and Omega Ruby, so I play X and Omega Ruby, and I do leave my friend code in the description below for anyone that wants to add it. Unfortunately though, I'm not actually at the Safari Park in my X games at the moment, but I will get there, and I will be putting a Safari Zone up, friend's Safari Zone for everyone to use, to run into another Zubat. So yeah, if you want to add me, then feel free to do that. My friend code will be in the description below. And it's quite interesting because my girlfriend has the opposite versions that I have. So I've got Omega Ruby, she has Alpha Sapphire, I have X, she has Y, and so on. So, but we both want Pokemon Moon this time round, so we've decided we're going to have a battle to see who gets Pokemon Moon. I want Pokemon Moon, so hopefully I'll win that. But the loser will have to get Pokemon Sun. This guy wants to throw down. Super Nerd Jovan throwing down Magnemite. It's actually handy because Magnemite's got in the remake version of FireRed, he's got a dual typing, which is Steel, so we'll use Charmander. We'll use Charmander's Ember, because fire is super effective against steel, so that's pretty decent. Charmander shouldn't have any problems here. No, I didn't think so. Won it. Super effective. And also, me and my girlfriend did this thing on Black and White too. I had White too, she had Black too, where we sent five eggs. I sent her 5 eggs, she sent me 5 eggs. We hatch those, and whatever hatches from the eggs you've got to use the whole way through the game. And also after every gym battle we'd battle each other as well, just to make it a bit more interesting really, just to make Black and White 2 more interesting. So that's going pretty well. Mine are level 25 at the moment. I'm just waiting for her to catch up and get to that sort of level, so we can battle on there. Pretty interesting. I've never done anything like that before, but the egg challenge was pretty good. I think we're going to be doing it on Pokemon Sun and Moon as well. The 2-player challenge. Just managed to sweep Voltorb. Obviously that's not as easy as the Magnemite was, because Voltorb's just electric. Even though it looks like a giant steel ball, it's not actually a steel type, as far as I'm aware anyway. Rare candy, not bad. That'll come in use, handy, I suppose. I don't like using rare candies though, to be honest, because I always use it at the wrong times when they're almost levelled up anyway, so there's no point. It's a Geodude, the one I wanted before Nidoran now, to be honest. I wanted a Geodude, nothing. It's one of my top 6 Pokemon of this generation. So, it flickered out a bit there, you might have noticed it's because I had to pause and re-record the emulation. I'm using Bandicam, so I only get 10 minutes, so I had to continue the recording process there. So sorry for that skipping there. But 10 minutes for Bandicam allows you to record 10 minutes for free, up to 10 minutes for free. Whereas Fraps, which is, everyone talks about Fraps, how popular it is and how easy it is to use and stuff. But Fraps you only get 30 seconds, and I find Bandicam actually a lot easier, and you get 10 minutes, so definitely prefer Bandicam. I'm not paid by Bandicam, that's just my honest opinion. I think it is the better software to use, and I use Audacity to, again, which is a free program, free software, Audacity. I use that because I use that at college as well, so that's pretty easy to use. I use that to record the narration and stuff. Dealing with these bug Pokemon, PG, that's fine, no problem. And he's getting it done for us at the moment, PG, he's doing really well for the team. Getting it done, oh no, didn't finish it off there, but will do. And as I've mentioned before as well, I am open to suggestion on what Pokemon to use, and any nicknames you guys want to throw out there, I'll put the nicknames on, as long as they're clean, basically, as long as they're clean. Go to Lavender Town and change the names. We'll catch a Robbie. Yeah, send Magikarp out. Already at level 8, which isn't bad. Gotta get that Gyarados. Obviously, Magikarp and Gyarados aren't my first choice of water Pokemon, but as I've said, I think they're the only water Pokemon available at the moment. My ideal water Pokemon. Well, actually, I won't reveal what my ideal water Pokemon was for this generation. I won't reveal it until I find one, but I don't think you get the rods for a while. So Gyarados will have to do. I think we're going to change up the team a little bit when we get into Lavender Town as well, because one of my favourite Pokemon from the generation is there as well. Might take Butterfree out of the team, see how Nidoran goes. So far I've not really used Nidoran, so I'll give it a bit of a chance. PG, I want to stay in the team. Oh, Paris. I forgot there was Paris in this place, to be honest. Didn't think there was in it. They can be pretty good as well because they give you tiny mushrooms. Tiny mushrooms are really good in this game for giving them to the move tutor. On Sevite Islands, Island 2 I think it is, you give him some mushrooms and he deletes and reteaches old moves and stuff, which is really good, but you don't always get them, so occasionally they're holding a mushroom. Also doing the Safari Zone later on, so you can just farm Parasect in the Safari Zone. Another Zubat. This guy kind of looks like an old version of Krillin. Oh, I haven't got any Super Repels, so I was going to put a Super Repel on there. The fossils. Oh, that's right, yeah, you get the Kabuto or Omanyte fossil. Or Claw and Helix, I think it is. Not Claw? Dome and Helix fossil. Oh, Geodude. I might consider. I think I should get this one. I do want a Geodude. It's one of my top Pokemon of this generation, one of my favourites. I have to say I'm not really impressed with this Nidoran so far. The first time I'm using a Nidoran, it's not going too well. I have to change all the images at the bottom as well. Every time I change team member, I have to change the pictures in the border. I do want to change the team up a little. I have to use Charmander to deal with this dude, as my Pokemon aren't very effective against it, as we found out when we fought Brock. The only thing that really worked was Metal Claw. That's on red. Might actually catch this guy. Very nearly killed him there though. I don't want to attack him for a Pokeball. And there we go, that should get him. Geodude's added to the team, excellent. Well, he's added to the PC. It's such a shame we haven't got experience share for this Magikarp. And the experience share in the newer games is so much better. Also, you get experience for catching Pokemon, which is really good as well. So, you know, Charmander would have got some experience there for catching Geodude, instead of just taking health off him and taking PP off him. Oddish! It's funny because a lot of people get upset and offended when you mispronounce Pokemon names. I think everybody knows the Pokemon names of the first generation. They're all too familiar. Like, everyone knows them and how to pronounce their names, but I think it's silly how people get offended if you mispronounce a Pokemon name. I mean, it's a made up fictional character. It's a fictional character and it's from Japanese, so the Japanese names are different to the English names, obviously. So when people get offended when you mispronounce a name, I don't see why, because they didn't come up with it, so you can call it what you want basically. There's no point in getting offended about it. It's a made up little Pokemon creature. And when you think about it, really, actually, Pokemon is quite sinister, because you capture these Pokemon, you take them away from their family or whatever, force them into little balls, and only release them to fight other Pokemon. It's quite evil, to be honest, when you think about it. Also, when you're walking through a game and you're fighting wild Pokemon, and you make that wild Pokemon faint, what happens to that wild Pokemon? Because no one takes it to the Pokemon Center. What happens? Be interesting to get your thoughts on that, to be honest. If you know any trivia or anything, just pop it down in the comment section below. Or any theories or anything, feel free to share. Right, I want to stop Charmander evolving here because I've mentioned before that I want them to be at level 25 before I evolve them, as opposed to right away. I think I'm gonna, as it's approaching 20 minutes now, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm going to cut this into two parts, so this is the first part of the episode and the next part of the episode will be next week. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens in the next episode next week. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed it, and take care. Goodbye.